today I'll be summarizing Chapter 6 of Ikigai. Chapter 6 focuses on the idea of flow, a mental state that is closely connected to Ikigai and long-term happiness. Flow is a state where you are completely absorbed in what you're doing. When you're in flow, you lose track of time, you're fully focused, you feel challenged but capable, and you enjoy the activity for its own sake. The concept was studied by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who found that people are happiest not when they're resting, but when they're deeply engaged in meaningful work or activities. Ikigai is your reason for living, while flow is how you live it daily. The authors explain that people with a strong ikigai often experience flow because they do things they care about, use their skills regularly, and mentally stay active. Places in places like Okinawa, many long-living people spend their days doing simple but meaningful tasks like gardening, cooking, teaching, or crafting, which naturally creates flow. Flow happens when there's a balance between the difficulty of the task and your level of skill. If a task is too easy, you feel bored. If a task is too hard, you feel anxious. If it's just right, you enter flow. To stay in flow, you should gradually increase challenges as your skills improve. According to the chapter, happiness does not come from constant pleasure. It comes from purposeful effort. Flow helps because it reduces stress and negative thoughts, improves focus on performance, makes life feel meaningful. People who experience flow often feel satisfied even if the work is tiring, because it gives them a sense of progress and purpose. The authors emphasize that modern distractions, especially phones and multitasking, make flow harder to achieve. To enter flow more often, focus on one task at a time, set clear goals, create a quiet environment, and work in a short and focused sessions. Even simple routines can lead to flow if done with attention and care. You don't need a big dream or job to experience flow. Everyday activities like studying, drawing, playing sports, cleaning, and writing can all become sources of flow if you approach them mindfully. The key message of chapter 6 is a happy life is built through moments of deep focus and engagement, not constant comfort. By finding flow in daily life, you strengthen your ikigai and create long-lasting happiness. Flow cannot exist without focus. The chapter warns that modern life, especially constant phone and use and multitasking, makes deep concentration harder. To experience flow more often, the author suggests doing one task at a time, setting clear goals, creating routines, and reducing digital distractions. Short periods of deep focus can be more rewarding than long hours of distracted work. You do not need a special job or talent to experience flow. Flow can be found in studying and learning, sports and exercise, art and music, or writing, cleaning, cooking, or organizing. What matters is how you do the activity, not what the activity is. And when done with the attention and care, even simple tasks can become meaningful. A key idea in this chapter is that flow happens when there's perfect balance between challenge and skill. If a task is too easy, you feel bored and unmotivated. If a task is too difficult, you feel anxious or stressed. If the challenge matches your ability, you feel focused and energized. The authors explain that to stay in flow, you must continuously grow. As your skills improve, you should slowly increase the difficulty of your tasks. This constant adjustment keeps life interesting and meaningful. Flow requires effort, not comfort. One of the chapter's most important messages is that flow is not effortless pleasure. It requires discipline, patience, and practice. Many people avoid difficult tasks because they seem uncomfortable, but avoiding effort leads to boredom and dissatisfaction. Flow often comes from repeating a skill over many years, paying attention to small details, improving a little each day. This explains why the masters of crafts, sports, or arts often feel deeply fulfilled and they are in constant flow. Ha- the main lesson of chapter 6 is that happiness comes from deep engagement, not constant relaxation. By finding flow in daily life, you strengthen your Ikigai, improve your well being, and give your life direction and meaning. Living with purpose means fully committing to what you do, one focused moment at a time.